Good afternoon, students. Today we will be discuss on the Python part 4. Previous class already completed Python part 1. Python today discussion keywords. Keyword in Python word that are predefined and meaning of use that part of the Python. The reserve which is not used variable name. Python name keywords not the variable name नहीं हो सकता. There are different type of keyword. That keyword is used to do any programs. Any program you have done, so the keyword is essential part. Without keywords, any program also the keyword that word is allocated by the software designers. That are you have used on the program, then you have to do any programs. True, false, none, and, or, not, each, and, above, else, for, while, this also the keyword. Next two keywords, the true, false, none, and break, continue, that also use around the time when you do any program in future. That also keyword you will be know about in according to use. Accept and final class, expect, dep, return, then lambda, yield, class, import, turn, in, all are keywords. Where you keyword used for do any programming without keyword you cannot do it. Keyword cannot be a variable name, cannot be identifier. Identifier name may not be a function names. The variable name should be any name that not be a keywords. In a programming like that, operator that I have used to operate in program. Operator is a symbols. In programming language, operator is a symbol. That symbol is used to do any programming. जैसे आप कोई सिंबल यूज करेंगे वही सिंबल को ऑपरेटर बोलते हैं. तो ऑपरेटर मतलब इन एनी प्रोग्रामिंग देर हैव डिफरेंट टाइप. सपोज यू वांट टू ए प्लस बी एडिशन, उसमें प्लस इज दैट ऑपरेटर. विदाउट सिंबल वी कैन नॉट गेट ए रिजल्ट. ऑपरेटर हियर इज दैट ए प्लस बी ए पेरेंट इज द बी. So here is that operators. The operator is generally used for perform of the operation of value of the variables. तो वैल्यू ऑफ वेरिएबल ऑपरेशन करने के लिए कोई सिंबल यूज है, वही सिंबल को यूज कर रहे हैं ऑपरेटर बोलते हैं. हियर ए इक्वल टू बी प्लस बी मीन बी सी इज दैट ऑपरेंट. प्लस इज ऑपरेटर. विदाउट सिंबल वी कैन नॉट बी डू एनी performance of a program. There are different type of operators. Arithmetic operator, assignment operator, logical operator, relational operator, unary operator, ternary operator. Suppose you want to addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything you can do. At that time you have used arithmetic operators. That I have operator for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We have used arithmetic operators. Here is that logical assignment operator. Assignment operator that operator assign the value of left, and here is that a equal to a plus a means after addition a plus b or a plus something, then I will be addition we store in a. Here the right side and store in a side. Assign means right side value assigned to left hand side. Whether addition, subtraction, anything any operation to completed in the right hand side, that also store in a left hand side. This is the process of suppose a equal to 5. 5 is present in the right hand side and a is present in the left hand side. In right hand side value store in left hand side. This is the operator of assignment operators. Logical operator, that operator which is logical, that are present and or not, that are these are the three type of logical operators. That I have used logic, different type of logical event. Logical event means that logical that and there are two conditions true that are used. You have logical operator when two conditions true, that I have used and operator. Suppose you want to simultaneously success. Suppose in interview on an exam simultaneously two conditions to be satisfied, that are you have and operators. Two conditions simultaneous. Suppose you have purchased 100 quantity of product and amount is the 4000. Simultaneously two section will be success, data and operator. एक ही टाइम में दो कंडीशन सक्सेस हो गए, उसी के टाइम में एंड ऑपरेटर काम करेंगे. और ऑपरेटर दोनों ट्रैक whether one condition true, that is the or operator. And not operator, that are the reverse of or operator. whether माइनस इनपुट करेंगे उसमें पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव उसी देते हैं नॉट ऑपरेटर. नेक्स्ट इज द रिलेशन ऑपरेटर. Relation operator, that operator will create a relation between two operands. There is a greater than, smaller than, compare. We also be called that comparison operator. Less than, greater than, equal to, there are unary operator. There have one operand. Here is that increment, decrement. There are two type of unary operators. A plus plus or A plus plus A plus plus or B plus plus. Here is that A plus plus a prefix. Here is a postfix. Here is one operand. After completed operation of A plus means A equal to A plus 1. Then store in A. This means one operand operation at that time you use. What type of operator? Unary operator. Next is that ternary operator. Next is the ternary operator. Ternary operator condition, here is that condition whether, condition expression means condition true, उसमें कंडीशन दोनों में ट्रू होगा तो ट्रू रिजल्ट होगा, कंडीशन फॉल्स होगा फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट. Whether condition true or false, other ternary operator condition to be checked according to operation, whether operation true or false according to the ternary operator. Next is that define variables. Variable is that Python can be programmed. Variable is the value to which is temporarily stored on the memory of computer. On the time of when do any programming, that a variable is essential part. Without variable, that value cannot be stored. Suppose I say that some the addition of two number, at that time I have value some say that temporarily store on the memory. Then according to store, then you have whether operation, any operation you can do. So variable is essential part of program. Next is the typecasting. Typecasting means Python have a programmer that is done in to convert one data types to other, larger data type to smaller data type to larger data type. That is not typecasting. Typecasting where requirement of typecasting created and requirement of typecasting. टाइपकास्टिंग कहाँ रिक्वायरमेंट है, जब भी आप कोई प्रोग्राम करेंगे उसी के टाइम में डाटा का वैल्यू लार्जर साइज हो जाएगा. When you have do any programming in Python or whether any programming language, when that the larger size of data, you have declared the lower size of the data types. At that time, largest value cannot be stored in the lower side. It is difficult to store the value. Maybe some part of the value can be removed due to there is no storage capacity. Here is the short data type. Byte is the short. Start. Here carry is the short. Here is the integer is smaller data type. Long is the larger. Then float is that according to here is that. According to data types, here is that there are two types of data types: winder data types, converter, narrow converter. Winder means small data types to larger data type converter, known as automatically by winding conversion. When large data type to small data type convert, that is known as which type conversion? Narrow conversion. Winding conversion is that suppose byte is a small data type, larger size is a short, convert to short. Short or larger size a character, character larger size a integers, integer larger size a long, long data size float, float data size double. This is known as winding or automatically. There are small data type, large data type known as winding. Here is that doubles when larger data type to smaller data type. Here is that larger data type, smaller data type. Here is that double is the larger data type. Then double is small is the float data type. The large data type to small data type. Float smaller, the long data type. Long smaller is that integer. Integer smaller is the character. Character smaller is the short. Short smaller is byte. Means larger data type to smaller data types known as narrow band. The data types which is Python are major considered data type which is temporarily stored on the memory. According to store, then next operation to be done. Then, so there are data type is essential part. Without data type, we cannot do any program. There are primitive data types, non-primitive type. Primitive data type is the primary data type, which is essential for any programming. Then, according to use of primary data type, then you can be changed according to your user defines. And primitive data is in the data type which is predefined. We cannot be changed on the software designer do these data types, and we have used the data type. We cannot modify, cannot size, cannot be we have then get benefit on use of primitive data types. Non-primitive data on use of primitive data type we have used created data type that primitive data. Non-primitive data type the user defined data types. Here is an integer size is that 4 bytes. Here is that character size is 2 bytes. Byte size is the 1 bytes. Byte is the 2 bytes. Long data type size is that 8 bytes. Float data type is the 4 bytes. Double data type is that 8 bytes. And Boolean data type is 1 byte. This will also be data types. Next, non-primitive data types, those data types which is user defined data types. That data types which is created by the software developer, but without primitive data type we cannot create a non-primitive data type. On use of primitive data type, then you have used convert it according to idea and convert to non-primitive data types. There are different type of non-primitive data types. String is a non-primitive data type. Array is a non-primitive data type. Structure is a non-primitive data type. List is a non-primitive data type. List. Next is that tuple. Next is that dictionary. Next is that array, tuple, list. This is also so many arrays that this is also known as with data type non-primitive. This much is that part 2. Next class we will be discussing part 3. Thank you, student. Part 3 will be discussing second part of the video. Bye.